Okay, here we're with section 8.1 still, and this is example 3, and they're wanting us to find the surface area of a sphere. Now, a sphere is a ball, so I've got one here, and in this case, they want us to find the surface area, and they're giving us the circumference, which you'll see this capital C. So the circumference is 514.96 yards. Now, in order to find the surface area, we have to know the radius. So we have to know from the center over to the side the radius of the sphere. Now, in order to find that, we're going to have to use our circumference, and that means we have to use the circumference formula. Circumference equals 2 pi r. So the circumference equals 2 pi r. The circumference now, we know what that is, so we're going to plug that in. 514.96 equals 2, and then we're going to plug in 3.14. We need to do that now for pi because we're looking for the r, and so the r has to be in there, so we have to put the 3.14 in for pi at this point because we got to find r, the radius. So now I'm going to multiply 2 times the 3.14, so I've got 514.96 equals 6.28 r, multiplying those two together. Now, in order to solve for r, I want to get the r by itself. This is 6.28 times r, so I'm going to divide by 6.28 to both sides. And that's going to eliminate then those on there and just leave me r on that side. When I go ahead and divide the 514.96 by 6.28, we end up with 82, and then the 6.28's divide out, and that just leaves me r. So r is equal to 82, and that would be yards because our circumference was in yards. So now I know my radius, and I'm going to come over here and I'm going to put r equals 82 yards. So now I have my radius, which now will allow me to find the surface area. So now I'm going to, since I don't have a very big board here, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to erase this off since we already know what the radius is. And then that will allow me then to find the surface area. They want me to find the surface area. So to find the surface area of a sphere, we have to know the formula. And in order to write, to start the problem, we need the formula. So you always write the formula down first. Surface area equals 4 pi r squared. So always when you're doing a problem and they want you to find either surface area and then later on we're going to be finding volume, write down the formula first. So you know what formula it is. Dealing with a sphere, make sure you write down the correct formula. So surface area equals 4 pi r squared. Now I need to plug in the radius, and I found the radius earlier, so I'll go ahead and plug that in. 4 pi, and then the radius was 82, and this is all multiplication. They're all multiplied together, and that'd be 82 squared. And I keep working down the page. 4 times pi, 82 times 82 is going to be 6,724. And so we take care of our exponent first. Now I'm going to go ahead and multiply 4 times the 6,724, and that's going to give me 26,896. And then we still have our pi symbol in there. We're leaving pi in there because now if they want us to leave it in terms of pi, there we would have our answer. And this particular problem though, we're going to go ahead and we're going to put in the 3.14. So 26,896 times 3.14. And we're going to have to multiply those together. And that gives us an answer of 84,453.44. Now this one we're going to go ahead and round to the hundreds. If they wanted you to round to the nearest whole number, then you could go ahead and round there. It'd be 84,453. But we're just going to leave it rounded to the hundreds, and this would be yards squared. Because again, anytime you're dealing with area, you're going to be units squared. So surface area ended up for this sphere 84,453.44 yards squared. And so this is our example number 3 for a sphere. And again, make sure you always write down the formula first, then plug in your numbers. Like in this case, we needed the r. Since they only gave us the circumference to start with, we had to find the r. So we had to find that first and then use it to plug in and find our surface area.